Hello, welcome back, everybody. Today we've got another simple battle, actually, but this time we've got the ground-type Gundam, which is one of my favorites. I know I've shown it off before, but I really do like my ground-type. I like to take the excuse to take it out from every now and then. I don't take it out that often, mind you, but it's always fun to take it out when I do. So it's got the... Well, I equip it anyway with the charging beam rifle. It's got a couple weapons it can take, but my favorite is the beam rifle. And as I said, it does charge up, so it's uncharged shots do light damage, don't stun. Charged shots do heavier damage and stun, like as is the case with most charging beam rifles. It's got the chest-mounted Vulcan and the chest-mounted... I believe it's a multi-launcher, but it's got the flashbang, or a flash grenade, in the chest launcher, which is fun. It's a little bit tricky, and I've had some people really dislike it as, and here we're going to see it right there. See, we got the stun off with it. Unfortunately, he did still hit with the anchor, so it did get his heavy stag. I think it's heavy stag. I think it's yeah, it's a heavy stagger. It's been a while since I've used the it's the Aqua Gem, and it has been a while since I've last used it. But we're also going to see the flashbang not do what it needs to do there. It ended up hitting actually way closer to me than I thought it was going to do. But we still managed to get the kill because we did get around behind him, kind of blindsided him there. So that's good. But we didn't do well with the multi-launcher, which is what people tend to have an issue with when using this. I'm not sure why he was able to eat through that. And you see that he got hit by it but kept moving. I'm not sure what he has that let him do that. That's interesting. I'm going to have to look into that suit a little bit, I think. But, yeah, just the flashbang is weird. It's kind of, I think it has to hit in the front, you know, as if it's like hitting them in the eyes. But the range on it is just a little bit weird. It's one of those you really have to play with and get decent with, which is why a lot of people have a hard time actually using it effectively. But as you've seen here with how I'm using it, you can boost towards an enemy and do it. Similar to, I believe, the Dom's sort of like chest flash thing. I forget what they call it. But the Dom's thing, I think, also can be used in the same manner. Since I've last used a Dom type, too, from the think of that. But same thing there. I actually got that hit. I'm quite surprised with. I thought he was going to get the stun with the shotgun, but managed to loose a shot in time to actually get the kill. Got another one there with just some quick shots. That's the fun thing with the charging beam rifles, is because typically you can... It depends a little bit on the rifle, right? But typically you can get a couple of uncharged shots off in succession like that. So it makes it good when you just need that little bit of extra damage to push something over and take it down. And then, of course, you also have the stunning option, should you need that, so long as, of course, you have the little bit of time to actually set it up. So they're a lot of fun. Again, I enjoy the charging beam rifles. I know the bazookas... Are they still kind of meta? I guess they're kind of still the meta. You see a lot of bazooka use, or you used to anyway, see a whole lot of bazooka use. I think I've noticed it a lot less lately, but I think that's more just because there's a lot of weird stuff now. But... especially at low cost, you'll still see the bazooka just being the main weapon because it's instant stun. Just run up, hit somebody with it, does good damage, stuns them, you can move in and do your thing. I personally don't like using bazookas. I find them annoying. This guy's, I find very amusing with his usage of the heat rod, because I do the same thing. I run up, do side swings with it. It's harder to hit with the neutral or down swings. They're both fantastic, mind you. Just a little trickier to hit with. So I do the same thing where I do side swings to stun people, open them up, do what I need to do. So that's very amusing for me to watch that. Also, side swings have good range on them. They're tricky, though, if I remember correctly. And again, it's been a while since I've used one of those. But they have a gap that's, like, right next to you. You can't, like, run up. That's sad. I got the hit at least, but he still had his iframe, so it didn't stun. That's fun. But yeah. The flashbang, or the heat rod, sorry. Heat rod has a little gap right and now we're gonna see the flashbang not quite reaching where I want it to. Detonated too soon, didn't get my stun, and we're unfortunately getting the Ifrit. It's just a regular Ifrit. I think it's just. I don't know which Ifrit that is. It's an Ifrit type for sure. Did he get the kill? Oh, it is just the regular Ifrit. Okay. I gotta double check which one I'm thinking of, though. I'm thinking of the one that carries the dual blades and has the rockets on its legs. That's the Ifrit Custom. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, so the default Ifrit has the shotgun and heat sword. I haven't used a default Ifrit in a really long time. I should consider taking that one out again. That would be interesting. It's a pretty simple one. It's got the shotgun and the sword. That's kind of what it does. It gets close, uses those. But that's fun. It's reliable stun. Well, semi-reliable stun. They're good stuns if you can actually manage to hit with them. But I'm getting hit in the back again by the aquatic gym. Of course, that makes sense. There's that Ifrit again. Hopefully we're going to be able to do something with him. We're running low on time, though. So we really need to either secure a kill or just prevent our own death at this point. Doing my best to try and do both, but that shot was bad. That shot just went way off into the aether. So we're not going to be able to follow up and do enough damage to take anything down, but we're at least going to get to do a little bit. More so just prevented my own loss. Or my own... Clearly not my own loss, because we lost the overall match. But you know what I mean. Prevent my own death there, more than anything else. So, match was a little rough for us. We couldn't quite pull it around, which is a little bit sad. Probably could have just been more aggressive in some points and whatnot, maybe. I don't know. It happens sometimes, but I got to take out the ground type, and the ground type is fun, so I'm still happy with that. I need to take out my ground type more. I think. Maybe I don't. I do take it out a good bit when I get the chance. But regardless, that's that for today, and we will see you next time.